Hey folks, how you doing? Suzy Meadows here. Sorry, I am 2 minutes late, it looks like. My phone locked up. I was trying to hit the live button and it just wouldn't move, so had to shut it down. So welcome. This is my normal Monday Facebook Live, and it is, what is the date? It is March 21st, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. And you will know you're live if you look up in that corner over there and see a red rectangle that says live. Otherwise, you're watching the replay, which is lovely. I know actually most people do watch the replay because Mondays at 5 is not the optimum time for most folks, but that's what I've got to do. That's when I can be here. So, or you may be watching the YouTube because I do say these over on YouTube. I'll warn you ahead of time. I may have a coughing fit. So I've got my hot drink ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and turn you down and we're going to get started. I'm probably going to have to move I may have to move things around a little bit because, like I said, I had to shut the phone down. So that rearranged things just a little bit. And I'm going to also double check on my iPad that I am actually live. So far, I'm not getting anywhere, so we'll see about this. Well, okay, got to try something else here. Oh, goodness. I hope you guys are having a good day. It is gorgeous here in central Indiana. Hey, Marie, glad you're joining. Gorgeous. Unfortunately, I've only been able to go from the car to the building and back to the car. So, but I am hoping here in a little bit to get outside. I'm looking forward to that. So, okay, it looks like we need to go this way. Yep, go here just a little bit. Let me get a drink. As you can see, I've got my paper pumpkin. So, I got this. Hey, Marie, glad you can hear me. I got this few days, actually, last Thursday. But I've not had a lot of chance to play with it. And I'm looking forward to playing with it soon. But I do have a couple projects, and I'm going to do one short one today. But I do want to mention those of you that are local. I have 3 spots open for my class. It's going to put this together. And it's April 7th. And those of you that are my customers, Paper Pumpkin, you already know about this. But like I said, I have 3 extra spots open because I purchased 3 extra kits. And it's April 7th. It's at 2 or 5:30 p.m. here at the Lebanon Library locally. And just let me know. And the way you can let me know is you can always leave a message here in Facebook. Or this is where you can catch up with me, craftingwithsuzy.stampinup.net. And so just to show you what's in the Paper Pumpkin, those of you that have been subscribers, you know, it is a fun kit that, I can't get it out of the box here, that's got everything you need to make projects. And this particular kit makes 9 cards, and it's Beyond the Horizon, and it's really like there's a stamp set and paper that we have used. And of course, I didn't think to pull it out. I should have. But I've used that before. In fact, I've had some Facebook Lives, and I'm looking here in our catalog to find out where it's at. I thought I was ready, but, you know, I missed. So page 43 is where this one is. And so this is the suite that it coordinates with. You don't have to have this, but it sure will coordinate, and it will make some fun things. And this is the sort of thing that I'm going to bring to the class on April 7th. So that way everybody that's got their Paper Pumpkin, we can sort of enhance their kit a little bit. So these are the cards it makes. And I tell you, these are gorgeous. I've not made them up yet. But look at these card fronts. Isn't that scenery just gorgeous? Well, one of them, what I like to do with Paper Pumpkin is I always like making one, just like the example. But then I also like to make some others and just see what I can come up with. And one of them was this one here. This particular panel here, this is what I came up with. I cut the panel in half. And I actually put it on Bumblebee. And then I ran this through, there is a folder, embossing folder, called the, what's it called? The Greenery embossing folder that runs through our mini Stampin' Cut machine, which is 20% off, gang, if you hadn't picked up on that. So, in this particular die, I thought went really well, and it is the Harvest dies, and it's this guy right here. And so I ran that through. And this is actually part of the envelope, and we're going to dig into that. So this is an example of where they had one card, and I can make two of them. So I can make more in my kit. So, but that's one. But I also wanted to show you with this some of the fun things they gave you as an anniversary. They gave us an extra stamp set. This was a free one that they gave us besides this one. And so these, if you're wondering what this is, I like to get it and stamp. See what all kinds of things I can stamp out. And that just gives me an idea what I might be able to do. So using this extra stamp kit, I'm going to make a card for you tonight. Now, if you've, one of the things when I get started and I look at the paper pumpkin, I go and I look in my crafty stash and see what might go with it. And so I found all these ribbons that would coordinate with it. I found some of the paper that would coordinate with it. And because somebody had asked me, how do you design a card? Well, first I have to start someplace. So I started with the kit. I looked at the colors that goes with it. And from there, I went forward. So we're going to make a card here. When I had all my stuff laid out, and I wonder where I put it. I probably just sat something on it. Okay, nope. Okay. Well, what we're going to do is first we are going to the envelopes. Look at these. They even give us gorgeous envelopes. Well, you know me. I like using this pretty paper. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to make that paper. I'm going to get to it. So I'm going to use this pretty Misti Moonlight. And gang, if you remember, we have 5 in colors that will be going bye-bye here in just another month or so. This is in our annual catalog. We have our 5 in colors here from 20 to 22. Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Bumblebee, Magenta Madness, and Misti Moonlight. I love those colors. I didn't use the magenta very much, but I sure used the other 4 a lot. So, but they are going to be leaving. So if you want to make sure you get your ink refills so you can keep using your pad. So I'm going to use this one, this Misti Moonlight here. And to make this card, to get this usable, what I do is I'm going to cut the sides off. And this one too. There we go. And see, when I open it up, look at all that prettiness there. Okay, well, I don't need this part right now. So we're going to slice that off. But yet I can still use that. Look at that pretty green. In fact, I'll show you a card where I've used some other pieces. Okay, oops, I didn't go far enough. I needed to cut a little bit more, I see. Oops, there we go. My blade, I got caught there, didn't I? Here, we'll get it. We'll get it here. There we go. Okie dokie. So now I want to use, let me get this over here. I want to use a Misti Moonlight card. And I want this to be my background. And so I could measure it, but you know, look at that. Look how well that fits. So you can measure it. It's probably a little beyond 4. In fact, I'll tell you right there, because I just went ahead with a pencil mark. This is when I first started. This is how I started cutting. I just put it on there, eyeballed it to see where I wanted it, and that's how I cut it. Since then, I've learned there's certain increments you can use. So we'll cut that, and let me tell you how wide that is. This is, it is 4 and 1/8. So, hang on. Got a runny nose here. Pardon me. Friday, I came down with a cold. I was bummed. I have not had a cold in quite some time. So here we go. We'll get this out of the way. And so this we're going to put right here. Won't that be pretty? Got a nice little Misti Moonlight beyond. Okay, let's get some things out of the way. Now these are photopolymer stamps, and I have already put them on my blocks. And see, they don't quite fit, but that's okay because there's enough pressure that it will be fine. So I'm going to, since they're photopolymer, they need a little bit of cushioning. So I'm going to use, this is my Stamparatus mat, actually. And I'm going to put some scrap paper here because I'm probably going to go off the page a little bit. And I need my Misti Moonlight. Open it up. And now you got to move this stamp around because it's a little wider than the ink pad. And the thing is, I don't want this full strength. I want it a little bit lighter. So that's my first generation. And my second generation, I'm going to put that right there. So what I'm doing is making it just a little bit lighter, and you'll see why. So there we go. Isn't that pretty? It's still pretty though, isn't it? Now I'm going to use, see, they give us some outlines. That's what I like Stampin' Up. The artists, they take care of all the creativity for us. Now this is full strength. And I just need to line it up to some degree here. Need to get my head over the camera just a little bit. It's nice. You can see through these stamps here and go straight down. There we go. Now see how that's darker? That's why I did this second generation. My first generation was real dark, so I went second because I wanted it lighter because I wanted this dark. So cool. This is what we need. Now I'm going to need some greenery. And I think I'm also going to use the big hello. I think I will put that here. And I'm going to use that in Misti Moonlight. Go full strength. And I think, I don't know. I think I'm going to go at an angle. There you go. There we go. We've got our hello. So we're done with the Misti Moonlight for right now. Now we're ready for, I think I want my leaves. And I'm going to do an old olive. So we're going to open it up. They give us a couple different sizes of leaves. So I'm going to ink it up. And there we go. And I think I'll do a, yeah, there we go. We'll go right here. And I think I'll put one right here. That's a little, see, it's a different color, which is lovely. And now let's get this little guy. And I think I want this little one to go right up here. And I wanted a little different angle, so maybe I'll put it right out through there. And I think I want that to go right there, but I want to hide. So I'm looking for a scratch piece of paper here. I want to hide. I want this to go right in here, but I don't want the whole thing sticking out. So this is called masking just a little bit. So there we go. There we go. That's just some quick and dirty masking. Okay, so, oh, now I want the center. And I think I want that center Bumblebee. So we will open that up here. And right in there. There we go. Cool. Okay, so let's put this together. Let's see what it looks like here. And don't let me forget, I have others to show you. So first, I have got a little piece of extra paper on there. So I'm going to use my liquid glue. I just like using that, and just a little bit, not totally out on the sides, because I don't want it to weep out or to smooge out. And we'll put that right here, right? Just center it. And see, while it's with the liquid glue, I can move it a little bit, and that's what I really like about this. And right there, we could always bump it up, but I'm going to go straight down. I'm not going to give it any elevation, so I'm not going to put any dimensionals, even though in the kit they give us dimensionals. So, and I need to show you the pretty bling they give you too. So I'm going to put this right here in the center. There we go. Okay, now I can add some pretty things. I've got, what comes with the kit is this pretty pale papaya. And you know, I could have used pale papaya there and brought it in here for the ribbon. But instead, I think I can use this pretty Misti Moonlight, or we've got this, I noticed. We've got that. Ooh, I sort of like that. How can I use this? I don't know. Let's see. I can always do a bow. I can do a knot. I don't know. I'm winging it. I don't have a plan on this, guys, so I'm just curious. What's it going to do if I do this? Tie it. It may look ugly, but I don't know. But what if I go like, I want to figure out a way to use this. So I'm going to chop this. Oops, I'm moving my area, aren't I? I think I'm going to find a way. I like that, right? I don't know, I just like it there. So I'm going to use my glue dot. It's not a bow. I don't know what it is, but so I'm going to put that on a glue dot. The glue dot's just a little too big, so it'd stick out. So I squished it back behind the knot. And I'm going to put it here. And see, I want these to fray because I think that sort of gives it a different look there. Okay, now let me show you some of the bling that came with it. Here's the pretty bling. And it is another version of, I'm looking where I put them, of the iridescent rhinestone basic jewels. In the mini catalog, there are 3 sizes, but in this pumpkin kit, they gave us the 2 smaller sizes, but pretty. So I'm going to go ahead, since I've got this open, I'm going to go ahead and use it because I haven't opened this, and it'll take me a minute to get the plastic open. So since this is already open, we'll use this. And we will get my Take Your Pick tool. And I'm just curious. Oh, I like that. I think I'll put that right there. That looks pretty. And I think I'll use a couple of my smaller ones here in these other flowers. There we go. Yep. I think that's it. I think that's what I'm going to go with, gang. So there we go. Here is a really quick card. And remember, all it used was the envelope. But I have pieces left. I can use this side and I can use that side. So let me show you some of the other, just a few. I've just had time to do just a few cards. I don't know if you guys were basketball fans, but I sure am. So that meant this weekend I was watching a lot of basketball. Indiana had 3 teams in the dance. This is NCAA men's college. Sorry, I had to get a drink. So we had 3 teams. So it was great watching that. We currently only have 1, but that's okay. So, okay. So, but I wanted to show you, but because of that, I didn't do a lot of crafting this weekend. But let me show you some of the other few cards that I've made. So here is one I made with the stamp set. Now also this one I used Night of Navy to make the outlines. And I used some of that Misti Moonlight and some of the bling. So that was one card, and that's just with Stampin on white cardstock. This was another one, but I used some different colors. And this is the envelope I also used. It's this one. So I used this side of it here. And then I stamped with the Bumblebee, and I used some cherry cobbler and used some pretty gingham on that. So that was a different one. And then here's one I had made earlier also. And these are all really just focusing on the extra stamp set they gave us. As you can tell, I like blue. I really like Misti Moonlight, so I'm sad it's going bye-bye because I have sure enjoyed that color. So those are the ones I made with just the stamp set. And this is one that I made with the with the actual kit materials. This was a panel, and here was some of the die cuts they gave us. So gang, these are just a few I've made. I will be crafting some more because I want to get ready for that April 7th, the free class for my Paper Pumpkin customers. But I'll be making some more alternatives, but I'll be putting it on YouTube. So check out the YouTube channel, which is Crafting with Suzy. And I'll be showing some more things that you can do with this lovely, lovely Paper Pumpkin kit. And so, gang, once again, this is how you can get a hold of me. This is where you can find my schedule of events locally. And when we'll be doing a Facebook Live. For the month of March, this is my host code, J2T39ZS2. So I like to send folks that order from me some goodies. So, but if you got any questions, get a hold of me, gang. It's been good chatting, or I guess I've been chatting, but it's great crafting with y'all. And I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll catch up with you later. Take care. Bye-bye.